Good day everyone, this is my secure profile project for using Java compiler language. And the objective is demonstrate data protection using extrapolation. And instruction is number one, let students create a user profile class with fields username string, password string, and then is email string. For number two is apply private access modifiers and create getters, setters, and input validation rules such as password must be at least 8 characters and then email must contains. For number four is add a display profile method that hides the password and the output is a working console output showing the data is protected and validated. For the first slide is based on the image, the code initialize a profile class with three private instance variable, username, password, and email. All of type is string, private string username, private string password, and private string email. These variables are declared as private, which means they can only be accessed within the user profile class itself, demonstrating encapsulation. And the second line is this constructor takes three parameters, username, password, and email, all type of string inside the constructor. These parameters are used to initialize the corresponding private instant variables of the profile class using the this keyword to using differentiate between the instant variables and the parameters. And the third line is this method is a getter for the username instant variable. It is declared as public, meaning it can be accessed from outside the user profile class. It returns the value of the username variable, which is a string. This allows other classes to retrieve the username of a user profile object without directly accessing the private username field or adhering to encapsulation principles. For the fourth line is this method is a setter for the username instant variables. It takes a string parameter name, username, and assign it to the username instant variable using this keyword. The method is declared as public, meaning it can be accessed from outside the user profile class. It allows other classes to modify the username of a user profile object and adhering to encapsulation principles by controlling how the private username field is modified. And the fifth line is this method is getter for password instant variable. It is declared as public meaning it can be accessed from outside the user profile class. It returns the value of the password variable which is string. This allows other classes to retrieve the password of the user profile object. From the six slides, this method includes input validation for the password field. It checks if the private password is null if its length is less than 8 characters. If either of these conditions is true, it prints an error message to the console and returns, preventing the password from being updated, and otherwise it assigns the provided password to the password instant variable using this keyword. This ensures that the password meets the minimum length requirement before being set. And for the seventh slide is get email. This is the getter method that returns the value of the email instance variable. Set email. This is a setter method that includes input validation. It checks if the provided email is null or if it does not contain the symbol. If either condition is true, it prints an error message to the console and returns, preventing the email from being updated or otherwise it assigns the provided email to the email instant variable. This ensures that the email meets the basic format requirement before being set. And the eighth line is this method is designed to display the user's profile information. It prints the username and email directly for the password. Instead of displaying the actual password, it displays a string of attributes with the same link as the password, effectively hiding the password. This is achieved using the repeat or password length method, which is creates a string containing the character repeated as many times as there are. And the last slide is you can see in the main method a user profile object main. User is created with the username John Doe and password is password123 and email is johndoe.example.com. So mao ni amos ako example. Then for the display is method is called on the user object to display the profile information with the password hidden. The set password method is called on the user object with the invalid password short to demonstrate password validation. And the set email method is called on the user object with the invalid email to demonstrate email validation. Another user profile object named user is created with the username Jane Doe, password secured password and email Jane and .example.com. The display profile method is called on the user object to display the profile information with the password hidden. So this is the output. Ang username nato is si John Doe and ang email nato is johndoe.doc or .example.com. Ang password is yaka tago siya hidden kibali para dili siya makitaan or private. So the password must be at least 8 character long. So 8 yun siya kibali long. And for the invalid email address, email must contain username Jane Doe. So Jane Doe iya username. For the email is also jane.doe or .example.co. So that's all. Thank you.